Hello, party people. It's Friday. Happy Friday. Okay. Hope this video is catching you in good spirits. Blessed. Okay. Yes. And know that I am just, doing whatever until we get some people in the room. Okay. But, ooh, this is, as the title says, I don't know, an update on the Tim Norman case. There's been an update, and this is as a matter of a few hours ago, okay, with this Tim Norman situation. Tim Norman, the son of Robbie Montgomery of Sweetie Pies, accused of murder for hire, okay, for the gain of insurance money, and the people, let's see, there's 4 people involved, okay? We got the actual shooter. We have the stripper that lured him to the spot where he was murdered. We have the insurance man who helped Tim set up these fraudulent insurance policies on his nephew, Andre, okay, who got murdered. And then we have Tim, the one who's the mastermind behind it all. Okay, so that's 4 people. Well, we know the actual killer, okay, has pleaded guilty, and he's going to be sentenced. He's due to be sentenced in, is it November? November, okay. Now, they were supposed to be going to trial the stripper, Terica Ellis, and Tim Norman were actually scheduled to go on trial or get that little thing up there together in court in November, as well as the Terrell, the murderer, being sentenced. Okay, he already pleaded guilty, but he's going to be sentenced in November. However, okay, not too long ago, the insurance guy and Terica Ellis, the stripper, pleaded guilty, okay? And I want to make that, we're going to discuss that. And they are going to be sentenced in October. So instead of you having to wait until November for the trial, there is no trial. They pleaded guilty, so they are going to be sentenced, okay? Does that make sense? Okay, so they pleaded guilty. Let me get this straight, because and these are federal charges. Okay? I looked it up through Terica. So let's we'll do Terica. That was June 5th, okay? So, let's see what we have. So we have the 2 defendants that entered guilty pleas. murder for hire scheme is what they're saying, okay? And the judge accepted the plea, okay? And so they are pleading guilty to using the cell phone, okay, to commit a crime. That's a federal offense, okay? So that's why we got the feds involved, okay? When you start using telecommunications to commit a crime, you start going across state lines to commit a crime, then that's when the feds get involved. That's their territory right there. And so they are pleading guilty to interstate commerce, okay, via cellular telephone to commit a murder for hire in exchange for United States currency. Oh, they just did that all fancy, okay. Just say some money, some cash money. But anyway, so, which is a violation of Title 18, by the way, if you want to look up Title 18. Okay, so that's what this saying, okay, about the $450,000 in life insurance, okay, which the man did lose his insurance license, so he can't practice insurance. So if you got any ideas about getting a policy on someone, he's not going to be the go-to person because he lost his license. Okay, let's see who we got up here. Hey, P. McGee and DJ. Good evening to you. Okay, so that's what's going on here. Now, the thing about it is the importance of this plea deal, okay, I'm pretty sure it was a plea deal, but the importance of this guilty plea is that now they can be witnesses for the prosecution against Tim. And if Tim Norman is going to continue to say he's innocent, then this is going to go to trial and they will become the witnesses for the prosecution. Okay? So now all three of them are going to be witness for the prosecution because their main their directive is to get Tim Norman because he's the one behind this whole thing. Okay, even though he didn't actually murder the guy, he's the one that set it up. He's the one that paid the people. He's the one that crossed to help pay for them to cross state lines and all kind of mess. Woo, just a hot mess. Hey, Hunter, happy Friday. So that's what's going on as for now with this case, okay? So we're going to be looking at, I'm going to keep my eyes open if anything happens. Maybe Tim will change his plea deal. Okay, I don't know. That's going to be interesting, okay? Because now you got everybody in the murder for hire scheme testifying against you. Okay, so your chances of winning a trial just went, well, it was down anyway because they had too much evidence. They had too much evidence against all the people. Okay, you know. Hey, Tammy. Yeah, they have too much evidence, okay, from all the people and witnesses. And what I think led back to them, I know it took them years to pull all this together. However, waiting on the subpoenas, getting the subpoenas, okay, and then waiting for the company to actually take action and get the records and send it to them and all this, and they start piecing together. You know, that takes time, okay. But the last person to call Andre was Terica. Now, I don't know which phone she used, if she used the burner phone or her phone, but she called that boy, okay, and lured him out. He was at his cousin's house. They was doing music. They said Andre got a phone call, and they don't know who it was, but he stepped outside. He said, I'll be right back. He steps outside. They heard 5 gunshots, okay, and when they went out to check, Andre was laying on the ground by himself, okay, dying or dead. I think he was dying, okay. So that's how that went down. So it may have taken them a while to find out. Well, she probably did use a burner phone. She probably used a burner phone to make that phone call. And since she did that, they know that was the last call. They know it was a burner phone. We gotta find out who this burner phone belongs to. Okay, so that means we're gonna have to sit down, take our time, and start subpoenaing phone records, okay, and see where this number comes up, connects to, okay, and they started connecting the dots. But it took a while. I can understand it taking a minute because it was a burner phone. Not to mention connected to another burner phone, which is the one that was used by the killer, okay. So now we have Ms. Robbie paying for a lawyer for Tim. That lawyer ain't gonna save Tim. I'll tell you that now. Okay, he's pretty much toast. Okay, but there's nothing else left for her to do. Okay, her son dead, her grandson dead, and her other son is in prison for killing the boy. So she ain't got nothing left to do but get a lawyer. Didn't they drop the burner phone at the scene? There was a burner phone, they found one. Okay, and I think she told them where the other one was, because he told, when she called him, he told her to throw the phone away. And they, well, where did you throw the phone? Well, I threw it in the garbage at the gas station. Okay, and so they're putting two and two together. They got that phone number. They got all this, not to mention the time it took for interrogation. And they took their time about this because it is a high profile case, okay? They wanted to make sure they had all their T's crossed and their I's dotted, okay? Because when they come at this man, they got to come correct. You know, the feds like to come correct anyway, but, okay, nevertheless, they had to come correct and make sure that it is what they, you know, they probably were surprised themselves, okay, in finding out who the culprit was. Yeah. So this is what it's looking like as of now, okay. They even have the banks, the money that was deposited, okay, and this Terica Ellis chick, the stripper, okay. Now don't get it twisted, she was messing with both of them, the uncle and the nephew. She was messing with Tim and Andre. Don't get it twisted, okay. But they also got her bank account, see, and they see the transactions, the deposits that she made into her account collaborate in what she said she was paid. He gave me $9,000, okay, and they have that. They have documentation of that. They have documentation of that boy getting that $5,000, okay, don't forget that. They have documentation of the boy, the killer, talking to his brother on the phone about the murder. Oh, they got evidence, okay. That's why they pleaded guilty, because they know they don't stand a chance. See what I'm saying? Okay. And like I said, they looking at life. Now, Tim, I don't know, they took the death penalty off the table, so we already know that. There's no death penalty involved. They took that off the table. But if he's going to continue to say, I didn't do it, and take it to trial, he's not going to get the death penalty, but what he may get is life without. And if you ask me, that's what he needs. He don't need to be out in the public because he don't know how to act. He don't know how to act. He done already had armed robbery, okay, where he could have killed somebody, okay. He done already robbed Miss Robbie, had somebody break in a house and steal the money, okay. And then surely, how convenient was it the day before Andre was going to take the lie detector test that he didn't do it, he come up dead. You see where I'm going here? Not to mention, I don't know if you guys watch Sweetie Pies. I've watched plenty of episodes to know. He was opening restaurants, okay, without permission. Miss Robbie needed to know where the money was going, okay, because they had this discussion on national TV, right? Okay, then her house gets robbed, okay, and then she sues Tim. She sues Tim because Tim is opening up restaurants and putting her name on it. Okay, you see what I'm saying? So she sued him. She won that suit. Okay, she said she was just trying to show him a lesson. Okay, well, she could say whatever she wanted to say. The point is, she knew she wasn't gonna get no money because he ain't had none. He's too busy wheeling and dealing and stealing. Okay, from her. Ain't nobody else got money. She the one that got the money, and that's who he was willing and dealing and doing all this stuff. She was complaining about it on the show. Okay, that's what that was. And he getting the life insurance now. Check this out. After it's all said and done, what y'all think? Okay, after it's all said and done, Miss Robbie still got to watch out, because I wouldn't be surprised if this greedy rat, okay, tried to put a hit on his own mama out the penitentiary, okay, so he could get the inheritance that he thinks he has coming. I wouldn't be surprised. He put a hit out on his mama thinking, okay, he want to hurry up and get the inheritance money, okay, which he can't do nothing but put on his books. Hello. That's all he can do with the money, but I'm going to tell you something, okay? Once this ruling comes in, one of the first things, if she hasn't done it already, she probably hasn't done it already because it's such a touchy, sensitive case. But Andre's mama is waiting for a guilty verdict because she's going to slap a wrongful death lawsuit on Tim. What you think? Hey, Denise. Yeah, I hope she updated. She probably did update it because she has to update it because the boy, Andre, her grandson that got killed, she was planning, she was looking forward to this boy because, you know, he started to do good because he started off terrible, but he finished up good, okay, right? So that gave her a lot of hope. And Miss Robbie, the thing about Miss Robbie was, if you watch the program, Miss Robbie had a lot of hope in those grandkids. She's got a lot of hope in that little boy, what the little Tim, Little Tim, I just call him Little Tim. She has a lot of hope in him, and she has a lot of hope in Charles, her nephew, and she had a lot of hope in Andre, okay, on taking in her footsteps and carrying on the family business. And Tim knew that, okay. She had hope for Tim too, but okay. But these little kids here, she really had hope in. Not to mention, okay, they were already dealing with the mama, with the grandmother, okay, auntie, while Tim was incarcerated. You see what I'm saying? Okay, so they have some kind of rapport with the grandmother, slash auntie, because she's Charles' auntie, but she was Andre's grandmother, okay? And so she was really looking forward, especially with Andre, because he was the last Montgomery, okay, and to carry on the family business. Tim knew that. He knew that. Okay, he was jealous of them boys, okay? Yeah, he was jealous of them, okay? But still, that's no excuse. So yeah, so she's got to change the will now, I'm pretty sure, because I'm pretty sure that grandson, Andre, was in the will, okay? Because she's only got two, well, she's got one now. Well, no, she's got two, because Tim had another baby, okay? But if Tim hadn't had, and the little baby, I don't know how old that little boy is now, okay? He's not that old. He's a toddler. He's a toddler, okay? So the only one she's got is the little boy, the toddler, and the other little boy, little Tim, by Janae. That's all the grandkids Miss Robbie has. Miss Robbie don't have a big family as far as her having a bunch of grandkids. She don't have any, okay? That's why she was latched on to Andre, because Andre, not only was he the last of the Montgomerys, because she got two different baby daddies, okay, but that was her only grandson for a while, until little Timmy came along. That's his name, little Timmy. Okay, you see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with this? Now, just to say, what if it was years ago? What if what if Jim, Janae, and Tim met before he went to prison? What if he had a child before he went to prison, and that child now was almost an adult, like Andre was? He probably would have had a hit on him too. Okay, but he just happened not to have any kids. The only kid he had is when he got out of prison with Janae. And ooh, I hope that little boy ain't shaped like his daddy. Ooh, wait, that is not flattering for a man. Okay, I ain't one to talk, but honey. Hey, Tara. So yeah, I'm pretty sure she updated the will accordingly. But the thing about it is, updating her will is Tim still in her will. And knowing Miss Robbie, I wouldn't be surprised if he was. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, they call them hips. They call him hips. Man, I'm telling you, that guy has got some type of irregular, I don't know, was he on hormones at a time? I was thinking about that because I was looking at a picture, okay, when he first, I guess, got to prison. He was young, okay, nice looking kid, nice and slender, okay. He didn't look nothing like that, okay. You know, I would have never thought. And I'm just like, well, sheesh, was he taking some hormones? Okay, because he showed his shape too much like a woman. Them big old hips. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But, you know, it does leave one to ponder. It really does. Okay. But, so that's what's going on with that. And, so here's the thing, okay? Let's break down this insurance money, okay? Let's break down that money, okay? It was a $200,000 insurance policy, okay? You guys are with me? $200,000 insurance policy, okay? With a double indemnity. Double 200,000 makes it 400,000. Okay? And that is, okay, not a double indemnity, excuse me. Well, it might as well be, but it was an additional, that's a double indemnity, additional 200,000 if it was an accidental death, okay? An accidental death can be murder, okay? Because we're not anticipating, you know, we're going to be murdered. We're going to get hit by a bus, okay? Those are considered accidents, okay? So that's an additional 200,000. So that's 400,000, okay? Y'all with me here? He also had another 50,000 added to that if the person that's insured, which is Andre, died within 10 years. Within 10 years. That makes it $450,000, okay? He was murdered, that's the accident, okay? That's the 200,000, okay? Add that to the $200,000 he was gonna get anyway if the boy died, and then we got the 50,000 because it was less than 10 years. And you know, people, they actually do this stuff, okay? They actually, you know, they get a life insurance, okay, and you know, y'all chilling and everything's all fine and copacetic, okay, and then they realize that you gotta die before the 10-year indemnity clause is up, okay? I tell you, okay, and people, yes, and the thing about it is, here's the thing about it. What makes me suspect is, why would an insurance policy even make a policy like that? Okay. Why would an insurance policy say, well, if he dies within 10 years, we'll give you an extra 50? Come on now. Use your brain. See, that's where you get these little snake scandalous in insurance men. They find stuff like this. And you got to be careful with marrying people, okay? And here's the thing, you got to be careful anyway. You know, and the thing about it is, people get away with it because you're so unsuspecting, because you have no reason to suspect, okay? And one of the things that really gets me is how they will forge the person's signature, how they will get somebody to imitate that person, come in and sign the policy, so the insurance man thinks that this is the actual person. Package, oh, let me check. Let me check. It says a package was delivered, guys. Porterville. Okay, hold on. I'm going to let y'all see this too. Okay. There's my door. Let's see if my package is out there. Okay. Oh, yes it is. Now, why is the dog right there by my mailbox taking a dump? Ah! No, Gina, you stay right there. I gotta get these videos in for you guys. Okay, I got videos. I got content. I just got to start filming. Okay, now that actually was a is a cover for my couch. Okay, I'm gonna do a video on that and I'm gonna show it to you guys. But what it is that I'm waiting for my granddaughter to get home. She's at work. I wait for my granddaughter to get home because it's going to take two people to get it on there and do it right. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, but I'm going to do a video on that too, okay? And I have another video because I have a haul, and then I have a try-on haul. So there's 3 videos right there, okay? They're not long, but they're videos nonetheless. So that's what that is. Okay, so now I forgot what I was saying. Oh, we were adding up the insurance money, and we were talking about how people will actually go through that. And somebody just mentioned here, that you got to watch out when you marry. You got to watch out, okay? So here's my advice to all of us, okay? Because you don't have to be married, okay? Is that you can actually look up. I don't know how they do it. You have to ask the people, okay? But you can actually look up and see if somebody has taken a policy out in your name, on your name, in your name. You know what I'm talking about. Hey, yes, I miss YouTube too, okay? I've been missing out, but I've been hanging in there, okay? Getting back in the groove. I have been going back to work too a little bit here and there, okay? Since you mentioned coming back, but I'm not going back as much. I'm not on a schedule, and I can grab a shift, okay, or they can call me and I can answer the phone and take a shift if I want to. And to me, that's a lot of relief, okay? And now that you mention it, okay, too, is a lot of relief that's going on with me is I'm concerned about my health, yes, and I'm still going through that. Oh, these people are something else. But anyway, nevertheless, okay, I have gotten new furniture. I have taken out that furniture that was here. Doesn't belong to me. Okay, the cat scratched it up, which I didn't care less because I let the cat scratch it up. But anyway, so there's things that I am redoing. Okay, I really am not like these bookcases. These bookcases, there's 6 of them. I'm really not into that, but there's a lot of books, and these are my mom's books. I hate to throw them away, but I have split up the bookcases and moved them around, creating more room, creating a changed environment, getting plants. Well, there's fake, it's not real, okay, but getting some plants and getting things coming in. I even got a couch. And then I got this couch cover. Hopefully if it comes out like it's supposed to, that's just gonna change my whole outlook too, and really dressing the place up. And I noticed that I really starting to feel a lot better, okay? I'm starting to feel at home. I'm starting to feel myself. I'm not walking all over everybody else's crap or stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you may think it may not make a difference, okay? But it actually may make a difference. It all depends on where your head is at, and I could feel the difference. And so it's made a real difference. So when I go to work, okay, I'm actually more peaceful at work, okay. I'm not ready to bite off their heads, even though I could. And then I've been using that little fan. That little fan been keeping me cool. I think it's been keeping my personality, keeping me cool and copacetic as well, okay. Being at work and keeping me from getting those hot flashes, because sometimes the heat will trigger a hot flash, you know, okay. You're just like your nerves can trigger a hot flash. Yeah, as long as it's making me happy and I can tell in my mind. So it's relieved a lot. I'm still a stressor and a worrier, and I don't have anything to worry about, okay. Really never did have really anything legit to worry about, but I'm just a worrier, and I don't like that about myself, and I need to stop worrying, okay, because God has got me. He has shown me all these years, okay. See what I'm going with this? Yeah, okay. So, but it's working. So, and you know, I'm not the only one. You know, I'm not the only one. I see a lot of people that they just get burnt out, I guess, okay. Oh, I left. I had to leave. I don't know why. I just didn't have the drive anymore. Something came over me. You get burnt out, you know. You just get burnt out. Now, sorry about that, my eyeball. Now, I want to get back into doing a little bit of makeup. Not a lot, but a little bit of makeup, okay? And see how that works. But right now, people, I'm saying it, but we're going through a heat wave. It is freaking hot. And we're going through triple digits all week long. All next week, we are going through triple digits, okay? And so I am dealing with heat that is over 100 degrees, okay? Whether it's over 100, but it's less than, well, yeah, I think it's got less than 110, okay? I think we hit 109 one of the days, okay? But it's been less than 110, but it's been over 100. And once the temperature gets over 100, okay, you really start feeling that heat. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if it's in the 90s, you know, you can get some kind of relief, whatever, you know. The shade under a tree can really do you some justice. But when it's 100 degrees, that shade is not doing you any justice, boo-boo, okay? It's going to be just as hot under the shade as it is over the shade. Not to mention the fires, and that will make it even hotter. Now, I don't know, knock on wood, of any fires in this area, okay, right? But if we start getting fires in this area, yes, it will heat up the weather. It will raise the temperature. That happened last year, and it was hotter than it normally would be, okay, if we hadn't had all those forest fires. So that makes a difference too. Now, I'm in California, and California has dry heat. We don't have all that humidity and moisture in the air, especially out here where I am in the Central Valley, okay, where it barely rains, okay. So it doesn't rain that much. We're on a drought system, okay. They're going to penalize you if you use too much water. I don't know how much water to use, okay, but I take a bath and wash my clothes and everything in the house. But as far as outside of the house, okay, if we have certain days, we can only water 2 days out of the week. You can't wash your car. They come by, you can get a ticket or whatever they call it if you're washing your car. You have to go to a car wash to wash your car. You can't wash your car in your own driveway. Yes, boo-boo. You cannot use the water to clean the driveway or the sidewalk, okay, spray it down. You can't do that. You're not supposed to do that. And if they catch you doing it, they can penalize you, you know. Even though they're not going around regulating it, they let you know that, okay. So, in other words, when we do decide to regulate it, okay, this is the only notice you're going to get, and we just going to give you a ticket. okay, when we decide to take action. So that's what I'm going through out here. Now I go through this every year. I go through it every year, okay? Um, so, yeah, that's the summer. And our summer months are longer, okay? Out there in the north, on the east side, going toward the, toward the east, your winters are longer, okay? Our winters are not that long. Matter of fact, we don't even have winters. Let's just be real. In California, okay, Central Valley where I'm at, there's no such thing as a winter, okay? You might get cold, okay? I mean, 70 degrees is cold for us. Ooh, don't let it be 60, girl. Ooh, that's freezing, okay? But that's how it is. So, yeah. So if you were in New York and you're dealing with the heat in New York and you come out here, like, or you go to Texas or somewhere, okay, that's gonna peel your cap back, okay? It really is, because it's heat that you're not used to. Okay, so okay, now this goes on to talk about Tim Norman and Travell Hill. That's the gunman. Yeah, because see, you Las Vegas, you know, you're out there in the valleys, and when you're in those valleys, okay, when you're in the valleys, it's just like when you're in California. It's like you're just in the wide open heat. Okay, you know, that's how it feels. You're no protection. I mean, you got some trees with some shade and everything, but it feels like you don't have any shade. Okay, that heat just grab. You know how in the winter times when it be so freaking cold, okay, as soon as you step outside, that heat say, that cold say, boom. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Well, that's how the heat is. You can't shake it, okay? Okay, yeah. And if you're not used to it, it will give you a rash. You will get a heat rash, like on your face and stuff. So I just came up here real quick to update you on that. Oh, Chicago, Illinois. See, I'm from Wisconsin, so I know it's so cold out there in Chicago. Oh, and then it's windy too. Oh my God. Talking about chapped lips, honey. Shit, if you don't put nothing on it, your lips is gonna freeze and just straight fall off. Okay, that's it. Yep. Uh-huh. So now Terica Ellis, the stripper, I thought she had pled guilty or was going to plead guilty, okay? And then, I don't know, maybe she changed her plea because she talked to Tim, okay? And Tim's a talker anyway, you know, Mr. Grando and all, whatever. So there's no telling what he'll tell you. But regardless of all that, you gotta use your common sense, okay? They got all the business, all the tea on what I did, who I talked to, okay, how long I talked to them, what day I talked to them, okay? They got the text messages, okay, which even tells you the conversation. You see what I'm saying? And who I'm talking to about what. Yeah, you're a goner. So you might as well plead guilty. I don't know what she's going to get. And I don't know exactly what they're facing, okay? Yeah. So we're going to see how this works out. But it's all going to come together at the end of the year. Towards the end of the year, it's going to come together. We're going to know who's what, who got what, and what, because they going to be gone, okay? And due to the fact, I believe this girl is out on bail. You could be out on bail, okay? But when it comes to sentencing, okay, they're not going to be able to take that much off your time. That's how that goes, because you've been out running around, okay? So, yeah. But anyway, so look out for some haul videos and, stuff like that. I'm gonna try to get this one. Let me see. We got a week left. What, or is this the week left for this month? I hate to be rushed because then I start having anxiety. Don't take much from me. You say boo, and I'm like, oh. In my head. I'm not lying. That's funny. But it's not funny because that's exactly what I did. Oh. So, oops. Okay, so next week. Next week is the last week. That's it. Okay. Sunday, July 31st. Yeah. Sunday, July 31st. Next weekend will be the last day. So I'm going to try to get, I'm going to get something out. I know that. I don't know how much or when. We'll have something before then. Okay, so with that said, any questions that you have, leave in the comment section. Don't forget to thumbs up the video. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. But most of all, stay blessed. Bye.